So I very recently bought up a video on the Qubo Dashcam 4G Live highlighting all the features of this camera. So this is basically a budget camera, the only budget camera in India right now to offer you a 4G SIM connection, and with it brings all of its connected features including two-way talk, including live location monitoring, real-time video view, and many other interesting stuff. So in this video, let's dive down into the technical stuff, get into the unboxing, show you all the settings of the app, and also show you the video quality and the number plate readability of this dash camera. Let's take a look. So here's the box pack of the Qubo Dashcam 4G Live, and straight up on the box they have highlighted some features. It says you can watch live from anywhere, you can replay event video recordings, you get live location tracking, you get driver and a valet mode. You also get two-way talk ability, you get a secure cloud storage which is based in India, and you also get smart alerts for overspeeding, jolt detection, ride start, idling, and geo-fencing. Seen any other dashcam providing you all of these features under 8,000? Definitely there isn't any. You also get a complimentary 1-year subscription of the Qubo Cloud Play included with this pack. Free 1-year subscription, that's crazy good. And do note that the 4G SIM is not included in the box, so you will have to get a separate 4G SIM if you do purchase this Dashcam 4G Live. So first thing in the box, you get a QR code to download the Qubo Pro app on both Google Play Store and Apple App Store. You also get a QR code to download the quick start guide for the Dashcam 4G Live. And here's India's first 4G LTE based budget dash camera. So you get this Qubo branding right at front with matte black finishing for the border of the dash camera. The windshield mount is actually quite large considering the size of the camera. You also get this gloss black effect right here which covers the lens module and the surrounding area. You also get this kind of a wooden textured finish at the bottom which also gets a lot of ventilation holes. So power button on one side, at the back there's an LED indicator and probably a mic slot. On the other side you get the memory card slot and the reset slot. On the windshield mount you get a type C connector for power, so that's good. But here's where the action lies. On the other side of the windshield mount you can here spot the 4G LTE SIM card slot. Now do note that this windshield mount is detachable. All you need to do is just slide it out and the dash cam can come out of the windshield mount. So this sticker pad will remain stuck onto the windshield and you can easily remove the dash camera. So the main lens module of the dash cam itself is rotatable. So close to about 90 degrees the dash cam can be rotated, so you can adjust the angle of the camera. You also do get a small LED indicator right on top of the 4G LTE slot. Following that you also get a Qubo branded 12-volt car charger which gets a single USB port and a LED indicator. Additionally, in the box you get the main USB power cable with USB type A connector at one end and an L-shaped type C connector at the other end which plugs in into the main camera. You also get a wiring installation tool. You also get a spare windshield mount sticker. They have also provided a SIM ejection tool which is quite thoughtful. There's another card in the box which covers all the features and the smart alerts related to the Qubo Cloud Play subscription service. At the back of the card, you get a QR code to download the quick start guide. Additionally, they have also provided something called as the Qbook, which is basically the user guide for the Qubo Dashcam 4G Live, which gives you all the details such as the product introduction, the product specifications, the installation, the device setup, and Qubo Pro download instructions, and the overall app usage. So basically all you need to know about the Qubo Dashcam 4G Live, you can find it right here in this Qbook. Lastly, in the box you also find an electrostatic sticker. So to insert the SIM within the dash camera, just take out the SIM ejection tool that's been given inside the box. Take the dash camera and you can find a small slot right here wherein the SIM ejection tool can be put inside. So as soon as you do press it, the SIM module just pops out and you can just pull it out. So here's the SIM card tray wherein you can put in a nano SIM card and the Dashcam 4G should be ready to use. So here's my Airtel SIM card and I'm just going to go ahead and place it within this card holder. So make sure you align the notch at the correct place so that the SIM card fits in perfectly well. Once that's done, slide the tray back into its place. So that's it, SIM card is now successfully inserted into the Dashcam module. So here's the Qubo Pro app which I've currently opened up, and this is currently streaming live from the dash camera to my smartphone. And the way to show it is that, as you can see right here, the Wi-Fi is turned off, only the location is turned on. Let me even turn off that as well. So only mobile data is turned on and rest everything is basically turned off. So let me just drag down to show you that the Wi-Fi is totally turned off. And in spite of that fact, the dash cam is streaming directly on my smartphone right here. So let me just go ahead and show you where the dash cam is mounted. So here is the dash cam, and here it is currently streaming on my smartphone right here. And I must say the transmission is pretty much instantaneous. There is hardly like 1 to 2 second lag. So you can notice that if you just see any vehicle on the road, like in the real footage on the left, so if you do notice a vehicle there, so let me just bring in this device, so you can see the vehicles are crossing, and almost instantaneously you can even see the vehicles crossing in the live transmission as well. So again, just to verify, no Wi-Fi is connected, only mobile data is running. So the response time, the sim latency time is 1 to 2 seconds, which is really excellent and which is really amazing. And as you just saw, the idling alert has popped up. So the Qubo Pro app gives you a notification saying the vehicle Honda WRV is idling for the last 5 minutes. So you get these smart notifications as well. So this is a really cool thing. This is something which you should not be missing within this budget range. There's no other camera in the world in this budget range that can give you a real-time live monitoring along with smart notifications. This is crazy good. So currently I've opened up the Qubo Pro app on my smartphone. So as you can see right here, as soon as you click on the add device button, you get this list of all the Qubo dash cameras that are available. So the Qubo Pro app has been recently updated to accommodate the 4G live and the new 3K dash camera, or should I say the 3-channel dash cam. So let's just click on the 4G live. So now it's telling me that plug in the dash cam and check for red light blinking. Yes, as you can see, the red light is blinking. Let's click on continue. Let's enable the Wi-Fi, click on done. So we have to enable the location as well. Location is enabled. So now it's scanning for the device. So device has been found pretty much immediately. Click on that. So let's change your vehicle name. Let's just write Honda WRV. Click on continue. So now you have the Qubo Cloud Play subscription, 1 year free subscription. So the cloud subscription for your dash cam is developed and hosted in India for your privacy, and it gives you all the features that are available with this Qubo Cloud Play. Let's just click on the proceed button. It also says the active network, your dash cam is connected to the internet. Let's click on OK. So now the device configuration is going on. So just wait for a few seconds for this to complete. So now as you can see, the light has turned yellow from what it was initially a red colored light. Alright, so as you can see right now, the dashcam is now currently streaming on my smartphone via 4G connection. So as soon as I clicked on the cloud play, it has automatically updated. So now I have a plan valid up to 19 December 2026. So 1 year free cloud play subscription I get automatically when you register the device for the first time. Here is a Qubo 4G dashcam, and within which you find a lot of options right here. So let me just give you an overview of the Qubo Pro app right here. Let's head into the settings. So within settings you have AI alerts, so within which you have a lot of options. So AI alerts are basically sent as push notifications only if your dashcam has an active data plan. So the first option is to pause all, so all notifications will get paused. The second option is the ride start option. So it triggers an alerts when your vehicle starts. Then you have an idling alert for which you can set the time, or you can customize the time to 5, 10 or 15 minutes. So this basically triggers alerts when the engine is running but the car is not moving. So then you have the overspeeding alert. You can set the speed limit to minimum of 60, then you can go up to 80, 100 or even 120 kilometers per hour. So it will trigger an alert when your vehicle exceeds the set speed limit. Then you have the geo-fence option, so you can manage the zones within this. So let's just head into the geo-fence and let's click on add zone. Yeah, so I've currently saved the entry and exit point and the radius for which I want the camera to send me an alert. So then you have the jolt trigger alert. So this will trigger alert for sudden jolts or impacts whenever it might happen. So at last you also have a towing alert. So trigger alerts when your vehicle is being towed. So this works only with a hardware kit. So let's just head back. Then you have the audio recording option, basically the mic option. Then you have the device audio alerts. You can set it to off or on.
Then you have the speaker volume, you can set it to low, medium or high. Then you have the SD card storage, within which you get the option to format the SD card as well. Then you have parking monitoring. It's currently disabled, so you can enable the parking monitoring if you do install a compatible hardware kit. So now it's asking me, have you installed a dashcam with hardware kit? Let's just click on yes. And now it says smart saver, dashcam stays in low power, consumes very less from car battery and captures event videos when jolt is detected. So you have a smart saver mode and a turbo mode. So you can select any of these for the parking monitoring option. So let me just turn off it for now. Then you have the about device, then you have the time zone, then you have the software update. So get a version update. So it's a good thing that they have also included software update within this. Then you have the device restart option, factory reset, device Wi-Fi password and remove device. Moving on to the video quality of this camera, this shoots basically a 2304 into 1290p resolution at 29.98 fps, has a bitrate of less than 10,000 kbps and a file size of about 70 MB per minute. Now the overall video quality, slightly maybe exposure is a bit higher. The temperature of the video kind of actively moves about from warm to cool, I think slightly towards the warmer side. Everyday usable camera, this is like a low budget camera which gets a 4G feature basically. So overall in terms of the camera video quality, you should not be expecting a very hi-fi stuff within this. So this is a budget camera. If not for the 4G feature, this would have trended at maybe 3 to 4,000 rupees. So you should expect that kind of a video quality along with this camera. In terms of field of view, this is still a very good camera, covers a wide range of area in front of the car, and as a just a everyday purpose camera, this is more than enough. Moving on to the nighttime video quality, looks kind of good, has a proper level of exposure values. I don't see that high glare effect from the street lights or even the headlights coming towards the camera, so that's a good thing, that's a positive thing. Even in terms of probably number plate readability, which we'll see further down in the video, it should be good at a very close range. So overall the night video footage is looking quite cleaner and less of a distortion, less of blurriness, less of noise, kind of very well what you can get from this price point. I didn't expect the night footage to be so good, but it's actually turning out to be a very good nighttime footage. And moreover, what I can definitely say that the well illuminated areas like those from the street lights and headlights are looking actually good in this video footage, showing you that Qubo has worked and put in some effort in improving the low light footage sample from this video camera. Moving on to number plate readability during daytime, at a close range, mild blurriness, but overall you can do see that all letters and numbers are clearly visible, so you should be expecting good read at a distance of 10 feet or less. At night time, if the number plates are not under the glare of headlights, a very similar read, mild blurriness in the overall read, but still a very readable plate. In terms of distance, must be below 10 feet or even maybe less than 5 feet for a very good read. Beyond 10 feet distance, I don't think the camera will be able to capture number plate since this is just a 1296p resolution.
So this is one camera which has a true potential, mainly because this is a pioneer in bringing 4G connected features within the 10,000 price segment. So if you are someone who is looking to have a live monitoring of their car sitting at the comfort of your home, or you want to have the live location of your car just to monitor where the car is at any current point of time, or you just want to set a fence, geo-fencing area, you want to know when the car entered the particular point or exited that particular point radius, or you want to talk to the people sitting in the car, have a two-way conversation just like in a phone call through the dash camera. I mean, if you do need all of these features, and on top of it, if you want to make sure that the dash cam records emergency videos on the cloud, so just in case if the dash camera gets damaged, the memory card gets corrupted, I mean n number of reasons the videos might get lost, the Qubo Dashcam 4G Live saving the emergency videos on the cloud storage is a plus point. And if you're someone who prefers your dash cam to do that, the Qubo Dashcam 4G Live is simply the camera for you. That being said, if you're someone who is looking for a flawless, top-notch vlogging level, YouTube level quality from its video, this shooting only a 1290p resolution might be a bit of a disappointment. So it's basically a budget camera, so without the 4G connected features, this camera might be priced about maybe 3 to 4,000 rupees maximum. So you need to have a realistic expectation of the video quality from this camera. So go ahead and grab this camera right now. It's simply worth the price because there is no other camera in that price range that can offer you a 4G SIM connected features. See you in the next one.